Hello Internet, Brian here, and today I'd like to talk to you about changes that I'd like to see made with the PvP in Destiny 2 when it's released later next year. Activision and Bungie have already confirmed that they are working on a sequel to this controversial, successful game, so let's break down some changes that should make PvP a better experience when that time comes. Number 5. Hosted servers for PvP. One of the things that I actually really love about what Halo 5 did was their PvP having everything hosted. It removed a lot of issues from the game, and especially with players with really bad connections and connection lag. Hopefully Destiny will take this same approach into account and do the same, and it will open up the game for more competitive play options with however the long of Destiny 2 is set to run. Number 4. A little more Halo and Overwatch perhaps mixed into PvP play, namely when thinking about competitive modes alongside with what they both introduced, which is seasons. Halo 5 I think did this really well, and this would also be for all PvP, this wouldn't be for all PvP, mind you. Just like maybe a special game type or game types that utilized some different kinds of balance techniques to bring in a real competitive and almost esports like feel to the game. Kind of me playing junior game developer here, but just imagine that if everybody started with the exact same loadouts, it'd give you a chance to check out different weapons and play around with those various different types. And obviously, like with Halo, you pick up different weapons in the field, much like you do with heavy ammo and special ammo right now. Now, obviously, this would have to be taken into account with balance and everything of that nature. But all in all, I think it should be a pretty big thing. But the big thing that I'd like to see is the seasons-based approach applied within Destiny 2. Number 3. Gear sets. Now, or you could even call these loadouts. While this would actually, I think, also benefit PvE very well, but the idea is that right now, when you're equipping gear or making a change, you have to go in one piece at a time, and that really works well when you're making those little small changes. But when you're changing up your subclass, when you're changing up all of your gear to accomplish something, it'd be really great if you were able to kind of build out those gear sets or build out those various loadouts so that you could easily just switch between the two. And so rather than changing 4 or 5 pieces of gear, you could actually just change your gear set and it would change all those pieces for you automatically. So anyway, benefit I think for both PvE and PvP, but I'd still love to see it as a part of Destiny 2, especially for PvP. Number 2. More game types. I think this is pretty obvious. We're getting with the Rise of Iron, the Supremacy mode, which looks pretty cool. But I think that I'd like to see personally like some maybe big team battle options, some more options for different size groups of players. So right now the kind of the mashup seems to be between like 3 and 6, and then with custom matches we'll be able to go with groups of 12, which is really exciting. But it'd be great to see groups of like 16 be able to play, as well as kind of setting up the game for different kind of group play style dynamics. Now that might be a little bit controversial, but regardless, I think it would be pretty epic to see in Destiny 2's PvP mode. Number 1. Now, I don't know how controversial this idea is going to be, but for me, I would love to see cross-network multiplayer. This could also even benefit PvE, but it'd be great to see both Xbox and PlayStation players be able to play together, and perhaps, dare I dream, Windows 10 support for Destiny 2. It would be really cool to be able to, to expand that out. Now, obviously, I would say make it optional, so players, if they don't want to play with other networks, then they could opt out of that as well. And obviously, the tricky part of this would come down to PlayStation exclusive content, where PlayStation players would have, if they had, like they do with the Destiny 1 series, special types of guns that later are eventually introduced into the world of the Xbox players. But that being set aside, it would be really cool to open this game up more. I've always kind of been disappointed that we haven't seen Destiny make its way to the PC for the time being, but with Microsoft's Play Anywhere, with their Windows 10 and Xbox promotion, I think it would hopefully make sense for that to be introduced at that time. That being said, I wouldn't want PlayStation players to kind of be left out of that environment, nor should they be, in my opinion. But that's all. It's going to be interesting and see how it goes from there. So If you look at some of the other bigger games that are coming out in fall 2016, Forza 3, Gears 4, Forza Horizon 3, excuse me, Gears of War 4, and then they've got other games that Microsoft's really kind of pushing this PC and Xbox connectivity. And for good or for ill, I guess that will remain to be seen. I think it would be a very big benefit for everybody who is involved with that kind of world. Anyway, so guys, thanks for watching. This is top 5 PvP, almost little PvE changes to Destiny 2 that I like to see, obviously, when the game is released. Right now scheduled for 2017. So thanks for watching. Let me know what your top, your top ideas would be to improve Destiny PvP or even Destiny overall. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.